The Ladies Circle, brought to you by Yaz Sanitary Pad,
Onga, Yumvita,
MTN,
Woodin.
We dey work hard, so we dey play hard. Talk about touchy issues. No time to stress on. Ladies Circle. Yeah, this is Ladies Circle.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Ladies Circle, and today we're taking it, very chilly, very easy peasy. Sika wahaba, sika sede on pedede.
I don't like Dede.
We don't like the Dede.
I don't like Dede.
You don't like Dede, are you? Dede, are you? Or you don't like Dede?
I mean, we love Dede.
We love Dede, yeah.
But not Dede.
Of course. And my name is Anita Ikia Ikufu. As always, I have the beautiful Sika Osei Douglas.
Thank you.
Douglas. Helen Apia Ampofu. We are yet to change or add to the names.
I
we're
wouldn't change
good.
my last name.
You wouldn't change
It'll
it.
always be Helen Apiampo.
You will add something to it.
Oh, we'll cross that bridge.
When we get to the bridge, we will cross it. But ladies, as always, it's a pleasure. It's beautiful when we link up like this. How have you been, Sika? Oh, the blues are bluing. The silver is silvering. Yes. Oh.
Wow. Can you come back up? Yes. She made it.
I'm feeling beautiful in my Woodin today.
Le Creator.
Le Creator. They really created something really beautiful with this material. It's giving a bit of blues, a bit of purples. It's just brightening up my evening, actually. Yeah.
You
It's been
guys look
great.
amazing.
It's been great. And Helen.
Yeah, taking a cue from the music, Sikampedede. So this week I'm making my moves in silence, very silently, chill, peacefully. Yeah.
Because Sika.
Sikampedede.
Helen, peacefully.
I mean, it's a struggle, but we're in it.
Of course, ladies, let's say some thank yous to our sponsors.
Yes.
And of course, to MTN and Cowbell. Thank you so much for being part of the Ladies Circle, Sika.
Yumvita. We love Yumvita. It's yum, yum, yum. It's not just for the kids, it's also for the adults as well as Yaz Sanitary Pad. Thank you so much for supporting the Lady Circle.
Some more shout-outs, of course, going to Redeem because they keep us looking so stylish and so chic. And also to Onga for your soups and stews.
Definitely. Ladies, don't you think it's time we invite our guest? But before that, as always, let the profile do what?
The talking.
Hailie Sumney is a multifaceted talent. She is a Canadian-born Ghanaian actress, brand influencer, TV personality, and philanthropist. Hailie's interviews with renowned celebrities like Boris Kodjoe, Michael Blackson, Becca, and Stonebwoy have earned her the nickname Ghana Goddess. With over 1 million Instagram followers, she's a digital sensation and influential brand influencer. Beyond the glamour, Hailie is a Riverside University trained nurse who has starred in Netflix movies, an Amazon Prime film, and Iroko TV productions. Her journey began in 2016 when she entered television presenting, and her acting debut followed in 2017 with the film Heels and Sneakers, produced by Yvonne Nelson. But her heart extends beyond the stage and screen. As the founder of the Sumney Foundation, she collaborates with Mission Africa, an NGO dedicated to aiding underprivileged children and women. Her goal is to become a globally recognized figure, representing Ghana's multicultural influences through her acting and inspiring future generations. In a world where entertainment often takes center stage, Hailie shines as a beacon of light, a symbol of talent, passion, and purpose. With a bright future ahead, she's destined to leave a profound impact on the global stage. Ghana Goddess, welcome to the Ladies Circle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our special guest, the beautiful Hailie Sumney. Wow. Wow.
That was from blast from the past. You know,
Charlie,
the
yeah.
albums,
Charlie.
I was trying to give Hailie a little side hack. She was like, no, wait.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Give it to us, Hailie.
How are you?
I am so good. You guys are looking so
The
beautiful.
Ghana goddess. Hey.
Try.
You I mean, that's your name, right?
Right.
The Ghana goddess. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Great
Amazing stuff. Well, as always, there's a lot more to come from Hailie if you stick and stay with us. But let's hear a little something from Yaz. And Yaz wants to make sure that during that time of the month, you are tidy, you are confident, and you are stress-free because there's a whole line catered to your comfort. Why not try the Yaz Extra Long? There's Yaz Minty, Yaz Heavy Flow, or even Yaz Herbal. Now with the Yaz Minty, you can also pick up the extra long variety. Make sure that you are comfortable and you are confident. It comes in mint with extra long wings, and you also get free panty liners with disposable bags. How amazing does that sound, ladies? We love Yaz right here on the Lady Circle. And with Yaz, you're always good to go. Yaz says, choose Yaz, choose right.
All right, and I know you watching us, you want to look fashionable. You want to look very good. And so that is why you have to visit the nearest Within retail shop near you. And don't forget that we have shops nationwide, and Within offers an amazing collection of authentic African fabrics and ready to wear that come in beautiful designs and colors for men and women. So with Within, you can get creative and versatile with your designs. Be confident and show off how truly African you are in Within. Go to a Within retail shop near you today and choose from a variety of trendy products to complement your unique style. But after doing that, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, Within Le Creator. This is where we take a quick commercial break, go make some money, and then when we come back, we get talking. This conversation, it's been in the news for weeks, and we definitely have to do justice to it. So we'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, this is Lady Circle. Yeah, this is Lady Circle.
Many thanks to Yaz Sanitary Pad, MTN, Yamvita, Onga,
Woodin.
Thank you so much, DJ Viral. Thank you so much, DJ Viral, on the ones and twos and making sure that, we get some good tunes to dance to, and shouts to D-Crime as well. That song, forever a favorite. But let's move away and talk about the issue on our table this evening. And some weeks ago, we received the heartbreaking news of the passing of Nigerian musician Mohbad. And honestly, till he passed, I did not know that there was a musician by that name. But on the other hand, his death has also raised a lot of issues concerning record labels. We saw videos, and people have come out to also buttress certain videos we saw of him when, he made certain statements when he was alive. And people are asking the question that, are these issues that are persistent, especially in our Ghanaian music space? We've seen some musicians leave their record labels and things do not go well for them like previously. Are things happening that we do not know about? Are musicians indeed going through a lot of things on their record labels? Are record label managers maltreating their artists and making sure that they do not get the best out of their talent in terms of, money, being comfortable, and making sure that their talent is also put to good use? And so we are also looking at our issues down here where we've had a lot of musicians leave their record labels and then later things come out. We do not want to mention names, but we know things are happening. But as to whether they will be bold enough to talk about what they are going through, that is a story for another day. But let me come to you, Hailie. What was your first reaction when you heard of the Mohbad issue and all the revelations that have come up after his death?
Of course, I was very shocked. I was very sad. I actually did know of Mohbad, and I knew of him through the song KPK, Kopoke.
Yeah.
I actually went to film in Nigeria, and then I heard the song, and I came back to Ghana, and my son loves music, so I'm like, oh, this is the new trending song in Nigeria, and we started doing the dance and all that. So when I heard about it, I was very, very sad. Now, as to regards of what was being said and circulated,
of course, I was very upset and all, but then when the news started going back and forth, I started getting confused because you know how news is, especially when news first comes out, there's always stories. So I was like, okay, is this true or not? But then some of the videos, let's be honest, they show a lot of proof that he was being bullied. I mean, let's call a spade and let's be realistic. And that is very, very sad if he was being abused like that and he couldn't really voice out. I mean, they said he voiced out through music, but I feel like he could have, I won't say he should have, come out and speak, but hey, you never know.
But it seemed like he wanted to sort of talk it through with his record label behind closed doors. And unfortunately, that did not work. And at some point, he had to start coming out, doing these lives, recording these videos, sort of as proof when it really would matter that this was what was going on. So I think there were hints here and there, and people within the industry, some people actually knew what was going on.
Yeah, but nobody really spoke out, like I said.
Nobody spoke out, yeah.
Exactly. So that was my point in the beginning. But hey, sometimes it's hard to speak out because sometimes you can be judged or even threatened behind closed doors. So we are not in his shoes, or we were not in his shoes. But I wish he was more vocal about it because it seems like he went through a lot.
Yeah. But let me come to you, Helen. Do you think that it should be such a big deal if a musician is signed to a record label and at some point he or she wants to move on? I want to do other things. I want to maybe set up my own record label or be by myself. Do you think that it should be a big deal? And also, do you also think that these musicians do not get proper understanding when it comes to their contracts, when you can leave, when you cannot leave, and all of those things? And do they even make proper demands to make sure that you're treated fairly?
Yeah, I think it's a big, big problem, especially about reading your contracts. Because what we do know about the entertainment space across the globe, it can be a very exploitative industry. And it's a shame to have passion and to be talented, and all you want to do is expand on that passion, make some money from it, and you have, people who can spot that talent, and for them, their only aim is to extract as much from you as possible. And you, with the talent and the passion and the drive, you don't even really reap as many benefits. I think we're too lax about the entertainment business. We think it'll just, this is my paddy, so we've made music, and when time is due, they'll give me my credit. But look, even people who are married get into business together, and it becomes a sticky situation. Mums and daughters, fathers and sons, even in a family business, there can be strife. So I think it's important that if you have a passion and a dream and talent, and somebody approaches you, do your due diligence. It's very heartbreaking. I couldn't really keep up with the stories concerning Mohbad. I saw so much discourse. It was very difficult to sift through what was real and what was fake and what was sensational. But it all boils down to making sure that people don't exploit you, which can be tough because, people just want to make it. They want their dream to work.
Yeah, I think somebody like Mohbad, if I am understanding correctly, he doesn't necessarily come from a very good place in Nigeria. This is a street boy who who was hustling,
So
just wants
just
to put food on his family's table, right? And people like that, or sometimes being in that situation, you can be easily exploited. It's not now that you're going to now start saying, please, let me see the legal work. Especially...
And that is also the problem.
But especially from his management, an artist that seems to have been successful in his Naira Marley.
Of course.
This is someone that has proven that no, he has the blueprint to success. He can carry you along and take you to where you need to be because he has done it. You can easily be swayed by those kind of things. Yeah. Because he can also say, oh, you want legal work? Well,
and it happens.
Go
the
your
minute
way.
you try and even you assert yourself and get help, they're like, listen, there are many more of you who clamor at that. So it's a double-edged sword because we have to definitely name and shame. And, people in influential places, don't just get there by handing out sweet deals.
Why is it that we are not having some of these industry players who have gone through the mill talk to some of these young ones? But also, on the other hand, when these people have the platform to set up record labels, they rather exploit and do the same thing to these young people. I don't know, Hailie, if you've been under any kind of management or under someone and you've had some kind of bad experience you would want to share, because we need people like you in the movie space, music space, whatever, once it has to do with the creative space, so we can let people know that it's real, it's happening.
I've only had one manager. I've been actively acting for about 4 years. So I've had one manager. I started by myself, and then I got a manager when I realized like there was a lot of work going on. I couldn't do it by myself. But trust me when I tell you that I hear stories from my friends and everything, especially musicians, and it's crazy. But you guys made a point. It's like if you come and start making points and asking for demands, they're gonna say that, look, there's so many people that want this job. So how do we really navigate and fight this issue, because it's too much?
They want this opportunity. I had the chance to speak to Nikki Simonis recently, and I've known Nikki, and Nikki on her socials is always very bubbly. You know, she's the prankster. She's always the one that wants to put a smile on your face. But it was so interesting when she told me about being duped by her own family, who was supposed to be managing her. So in
Her family as in real family?
her real family, yes. To the point now that she almost committed suicide. Or
Really?
contemplated suicide. So it's a cutthroat industry.
Very cutthroat.
You know, it's almost like you have to be your own manager, your own friend, your own therapist.
one.
You have to be all in one. You don't go in with your eyes closed. You go in knowing that everybody is out to eat, everybody's out for themselves, and you have to approach the industry in that way.
There are some big industry players in Nigeria who knew about his ordeal. And I'm wondering, why didn't you do anything? This gentleman passes. So now, that justice you're fighting for, yes, he deserves justice.
Yes.
But don't you think that you could have put that same energy
Yeah.
into getting him, you know, to live a comfortable life? When he was talking about some of the things that, you know, he was crying about. Because for some of us, we didn't even know that that was what he was going through. I didn't even know him.
Yeah, but there were some industry people who,
Who
knew,
knew?
that could have
And they
probably
just-
helped.
they
And
just
what were
sat-
they doing?
They probably didn't think it was that serious. Either that, or they didn't want to risk going against the manager or the management.
Because it'll affect them.
Exactly, that would affect their business. But at the end of the day, you following an account after a person dies, he went from 1 point something million to now he's at 2 point something million.
What are they looking
And I'm
for?
just like, okay, so at this point, what content are you
Looking
waiting for? He's not dropping content from the
Maybe
afterlife.
Updates on when the proper funeral is happening or
Well, we'll see. We'll
And
see.
speaking
But
of, I'm in the industry. The people that are following up now that are in the industry that knew, and you're busy taking all these reels and all these videos, you guys need to stop it, because it's like you're being a cloud chaser. I have to say
I
that.
totally
because
agree.
No, that's what I'm
some-
saying.
When I was seeing some of that, I'm like, are you serious right now? When the person needed help, you weren't there. Now you're ready so you can get views and everything. No,
looking like the good
Yes.
ones now.
please.
Yeah.
You can
Cloud
see
chaser.
through it.
you can definitely see through. Now that you have a manager, Hailie, what are some of the pros and cons of having this manager as opposed to when you used to do these things yourself?
The pros, of course, is less work on me.
So you can concentrate on the arts, right?
Yes, and then when it comes to like speaking to some companies and stuff, I'm a shy person, like I always say, but people don't believe it. So my manager gets to talk to people and companies for me, and also some people cannot approach the artist or the craft for whatever reason. Some people are shy. They actually want to book you for maybe a movie, a show, or even a brand ambassador deal, and they're not able to approach you. But when you have a manager, it makes it easier to communicate. I think the disadvantage for me is privacy. Like I said, I've been lucky. Not everyone has been lucky, so it's not like it's all that glitters is gold. But for me, it's been really good. I have a loyal manager to my knowledge, very humble, and the problem, though, is the privacy, because it's not everything that you want them to know. I think for me, that is my main concern, is the privacy. And regarding other people, I've seen a lot of betrayal because of the privacy, because then they know your secrets, they bring it out.
A lot of them don't necessarily bring value. So in a situation whereby you've been doing so many things yourself for so many years, it means you've put in the work, you've been able to establish yourself to a certain point as a brand, and now a lot of the opportunities are coming are probably because of all the grinding and the hustling that you've been putting in. But then a manager comes in then and says, well, I'm taking 15% of that. And a lot of the times, I think the disagreements come because it's like, okay, You're taking 15% of something that I grinded and hustled for. Now, my question to you is, what are you adding, are you bringing to the table? And a lot of times, many managers are unable to do that. So they come and then they feast on the work you've already done.
Exactly.
So if companies are now calling, it's because, well,
you've put in the work.
You've been putting in the work. So as a manager, I'm always asking, okay, so what value are they bringing to Hailie?
I agree.
Yeah, I've seen a few of these kind of agencies spring up where their focus now is on influencers, but I think it's still very new.
Yeah.
And hopefully as the years, progress, we'll see more of an interest in that area. But I think the main focus is on the music. Hailie, is it typical for an actress to have a manager in this part of the world, or do most actresses just get on with it on their own, booking their own gigs, speaking to directors and all of that? Or is that quite common in your field? Everybody's got a manager.
A manager can go out and get gigs for you. Let's be realistic.
That's if they are doing that,
Yes, whereas maybe the actor cannot really do that, but your manager is supposed to get you work, bring you work, and then take their percentage.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I need to. Well, that's why I'm by myself. I'm doing it by myself.
I mean, I wanted to talk also about falling out with management. And I mean, thankfully, you say you are still in a good place with management and it's working for you. What advice would you give for actresses or persons in the creative space when it comes to picking a manager? What were some of your considerations? What type of character were you looking out for? What type of temperament were you looking out for? You know what I'm saying? Like, give us some idea, because the fallouts can be messy, like you said. Your business goes out there. It can be very sticky. What kind of key tips can you give us?
Okay, first of all, I think you should look for someone who's friendly, because they're going to be approaching people on your behalf, the public, and they're going to be approaching big companies and bosses. You should look for somebody that is not temperamental, someone who is humble and calm, because then you will know that if something goes messy, how are they going to react? Of course, you need someone who's hardworking and not lazy. Some people do have lazy managers, and they don't even realize it because they're so busy. The manager's not doing nothing, like you said, but yeah, he's getting some checks here and there, but what did he really do? You understand? So I think these are the three main things. And of course, somebody who's God-fearing, because somebody who is God-fearing, they will think twice before they try even, betray you.
I don't know about that.
Well,
because the churches are full of.
I didn't say church though, but I said God-fearing.
Well,
God-fearing, not the one that God fears.
And
Some of
I like that. Not the one that God
they are
fears.
ruthless.
So,
These are top tips. And Hailie, because you mentioned you've been out in Nigeria for a little while, very busy there as well, I want to find out, are you exhausted with this Ghana versus Niger conversation where we're constantly being compared to Nigerian brothers and sisters? I'm sure it comes up not
all
just
the
in
time.
the music, it comes up in the movies. We fight about food. Are you over it? Should we now start beefing with Angola?
Oh
Let's
no,
change
I actually
tactics.
like it, because Ghana, what's our population?
We're like 32, 33 mil.
Yeah,
Nigeria's population.
200 and something mil.
And of all the countries, it's us they always fight with, but yet they love us so much.
Oh,
We
Oh,
are
this is actually a very good night. A nice way to
That
put
is
it.
true.
Yeah.
We're small
We
but
are
mighty
important.
opponents.
Yes, and to be fair, Hailie, it seems like every Nigerian seems to want to put some element of Ghana into their songs,
Yeah.
whether it's Wache, whether it's
Odoye,
Jojo, whether
Wu,
Odoye, Wu.
Chale.
So it's like, we're small but mighty.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They love us. Album launches, Ghana. They do their music, Ghana. They shoot their videos, Ghana. They shoot movies, Ghana.
They
I know
get
two
married,
Nigerian
Ghana.
producers right
Excuse
now.
you.
They get
Ghana.
married. Ghana.
Even their
Every
food bloggers
song,
are now cooking
Ghana.
Ghanaian food.
I knew.
So we're not fighting. We love each other. It's just that sister-brother relationship.
Yeah.
It's a sibling
So
relationship.
it ain't an issue.
Yeah.
We love them. They love us.
It's that simple, but sometimes they don't want to accept
They
it.
don't want to accept.
But we're
But
good.
we still love them.
We love them.
I mean, we love them.
No, we love
so are you
them.
saying, because we know that you were in the U.S., you were actually a nurse
Yes.
in the U.S. Do you sometimes look back and say, oh, that was such a, donkey years ago. That was another life. Or do you miss it sometimes?
I miss it because I actually enjoyed it. I love helping people. But our healthcare system in Ghana and Africa, would
Talk
not
about
permit me. Yeah, would not permit me to do nursing here unless I open up my own hospital, which God willing, one day I will soon.
Amen.
Because it's been on my heart for years. So let's see what happens.
Love that, love that, love that. I mean, we've seen you make some great moves, and I think I saw you play management.
Yes.
Yes, quite recently. I saw that on social media, so congratulations
Thank you.
on that as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bagging those bags, you get it.
Yeah, thank you.
And of course, we wish you the very best of luck. But you know, there are a lot of youngings who want to just hop on and want to all of a sudden blow up. They want to dress like you. They go on your page and they're like, oh, she's wearing this. I want to wear the same thing. I want to have her skin. I want to wear that same hair. I mean, there's someone sitting at home admiring you and saying, oh, wow, let me go check her page. Oh, I can wear this. Oh, she's rolling with, you know, people who desperately want to be like you, but they do not know how the journey has been. What do you have to tell them?
You should slow down. Slow down. Like I always say, not all that glitters is gold. It looks good, but it's not as easy as they make it look. You can be on a movie set till 5 a.m. the next day, some days 2 a.m. Like we said, we've paid our dues. We have shot movies where we were not paid. We've begged directors and producers for movie roles. Am I correct? So if you really want to get into this particular industry, then you really need to think about it, because it's not about just wearing makeup and come and sit on TV looking good and slaying. No, there's a lot of background work. So you really need to think about what your passion is, because passion is what will keep you going. If it's not for passion, I would have stopped acting in Africa a long time ago.
Why?
It's the Africa for me. In Africa. A long time ago.
I'm just being real.
And that's the truth.
That's reality.
It is difficult. You are underpaid, overworked, and sometimes you're just like, please, what am I doing this for?
It's the passion.
It definitely is the
But you
passion.
guys try.
Like, what is something that you've gone through in the industry that has really is left that, you know, indelible mark where you're just like, yeah, I'm never going to forget this. This has taught me a lot of lessons.
Some people are still owing me.
Hey. Well, I'll cash out, yes.
I heard someone fainting. Where was that? Yeah. So,
That's it?
Yeah, let me just leave it at that.
For a job you've done.
Long time ago.
Wow.
And it was quite a big, like, sum of
Oh,
money.
it was big. A big job, big sum of money, and a big
Yeah.
production.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Let's leave it there.
Yeah. And honestly, it's a hand-to-mouth situation. So if you're not getting paid, how are you
And
even...
like you said, contract.
Yeah.
I don't think at the time I was signing a contract. Who are you to sign a contract?
Wow.
At the time. 4 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. But Hailie, are you married? You mentioned you have a
Yeah,
child.
you have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Oh. So there's someone in there.
Oh, of course.
Of course
such
for
a
me.
beautiful lady. Of course.
She said, look at me. Of course, there's somebody in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, we're getting to know you more, and that's what the show is about. You know, we're
I know.
like that.
I can see.
So we just
y'all,
want to
y'all
know.
got me talking the most.
Yeah, because we don't
I
really,
hardly speak.
Yeah, you don't speak. So here you will talk. But I mean, I've enjoyed every bit of the conversation,
Yeah.
getting to know you more. And when we come back, from this break, we'll get more into your life as well, play some games, have fun,
Okay.
and all of that. So we're taking a quick commercial break. We're still hanging out with a beautiful Hailie, myself, Sika, and Helen. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we get into the games. Do stay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Lady Circle.
She know the long in my heart. Where she belong, she full of vibes. With her tongue,
And DJ Viral making sure the tunes are flowing right here on the Ladies Circle. Thank you so much for returning to us. Our guest this evening is Hailie, and we're having So much fun this evening. It's time for a game. Who's ready?
We're ready.
To have some fun.
We're ready.
Today we're doing this as individuals. No team sports matter, okay? So those of you who like to cheat in teams, all right? I'm not mentioning any names, Anita. This one, it's each man or each woman for herself. The title of this game, Finish My Sentence. The premise is very, very simple. We kick things off with one word, and then we're supposed to progress the story, if you will, as we go on. Whoever talks the most offsides and red cards is ultimately the loser. And whoever keeps the story flowing as it should is the winner. So without further ado, let's go.
Anita
Is
A
Very.
very
beautiful.
lady
However,
she
Sometimes
can
be
stubborn
when
he
I think it might have been she. I think it should have been she. It's Anita. No. Oh, no, it can be anybody.
I think you have truncated it.
so Helen,
Helen
you're out.
truncates.
Australia.
was
Very.
extremely
Is this, can you say that? Something is very extremely. I'm just asking, can you?
You can't.
Oh. No, no.
No, Australia was very extremely.
Oh my God. My confess. Confess you.
Oh, hello, Sika, get well soon. What drug?
iPhones,
Are
very
Distracting.
but
when
used
In.
effective,
manners
they
Can.
be
extremely
useful
For.
assignments,
work
and
Checking.
your
temperature.
and
You can check your temperature with an iPhone, please.
and
Please.
okay,
and
Also.
it
Eh?
It's. Or say it's.
Is
a
Really?
distractive,
device
because
Many.
have
used
it
For.
unnecessary,
things.
like
Browsing.
scamming,
I've truncated, it's fine.
Okay, Sika says she has nothing in the tank. All right, I think this is round 3 out of 7.
Yes, so
Sika.
Haley is the only person that hasn't truncated.
That's right, that's right.
So
Haley, your time is coming.
Our job is to truncate Haley.
oh
Got
y'all
it.
oh y'all wicked
Oh, ask about us.
NASA.
was
Once.
astronomically,
Powerful.
and
Great.
in
The
activities
Of.
science,
end.
astronomy
That's an astronomy. Great in science and astronomy. Then where do I go from there? Yeah,
What truncating? What truncating?
Who started
NASA is
the
good in
NASA?
science
You.
and
Get
astronomy.
off the set. What is NASA?
she's wicked she wanted to get
NASA is good in
Imagine
science
if
and
you don't know
astronomy.
NASA,
Dear,
so
say
what if you
upon.
don't know NASA? Eh?
At this point, we know it's a Helen and Lucy, right? I think me.
Ultimately, because it's an individual sport, I have to give it to our guest this evening, Haley.
Yes.
You stopped us right in our tracks.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing,
Yes.
amazing scenes. I think we can get into the classroom right about now.
For today, I have 5 things. No, it's about things to do to become a good artist.
Yeah.
And number 1, never question your ability or talent. It is very, very important because the moment you start questioning your abilities and your talent, that is defeatist.
It's a powerful word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a defeatist mentality on its own, and every time you're questioning yourself, you are asking, can I do this? Can I do that? No. Go for it. Go for it. Number 2, learn from the best. The upcoming musicians, learn from the best. But even in learning from the best, make sure that you're making sure your paperwork and you're treated fairly as well. Number 3, have a dedicated place to work. Yes. Even as an artist. Now, patchy, they be as I focus it. Because maybe I now would check studio, corner, studio rats. No. You should also have your own space to work. From the beginning, it may be difficult. But as time goes on, it's one of the investments you should make. It will give you peace of mind. It will give you a very safe space to work. Yes. And so, number 4, accept criticism. Some of the up-and-coming artists, you know, when we criticize you small, I think you have arrived. But you haven't arrived, my dear. You haven't. And so, accept criticism. If we say the song is not nice, don't take it to heart. We are correcting you. We feel like, oh, this is your voice if you do high life. Or this one too, we feel like you're trying to sound like Kwame Eugene, but you're not Kwame Eugene. You are look-alike. Okay? Oh. Number 5, and the very last one, understand the music business.
Thank you.
Understand the music business. Very important. I mean, it's a topic that, especially when it comes to the gatekeepers in the industry, they talk about. Because if you do not understand the business, my dear, you are wasting your time. So make sure that you know the ins and outs. I mean, how to handle PR, when to talk, when not to talk, how much money you are even going to earn. At the end of the day, you are signing on to a certain label. What are the rudiments? What are you going to benefit from? So all of these things, you know, encompass the music business. And also streaming, online streaming, YouTube, all of these things fall under the music business. On that note, it looks like I know a lot. And so if you're looking for a manager as an upcoming artist, you can contact me. I will plug you nicely. This is where I stop TV presenting and get into the music business. Applaudissez pour Gra.
I have to give her a standing ovation.
Thank you. And so at this point, you are automatically a TV presenter too. And so Hailie, that is your camera.
Alrighty.
Take us on a quick commercial break. Let them know that you learned from the best. You know your...
They're putting me on the spot. All right, guys, you are watching The Lady Circle. It has been a lovely time with you, but you know we have to take it on a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Woo! Yeah, this is Lady Circle. Yeah, this is Lady Circle.
Many thanks to Yaz Sanitary Pad, MTN, Yamvita, Onga,
Woodin.
Hey.
You know what? Today I came with extra shoulders.
Yes.
And this is called Ahumaswo.
Yeah.
24/7.
We love it. Wow. Okay.
What does that mean in English, though?
How do you translate it for you?
No, I'm being serious.
What is a homosexual? Raising of shoulder.
Being boastful, you know,
being
a lack of humility. Be like, you raise your shoulder.
As if feel
Like you carry your shoulder.
Carry the shoulder,
Also known as arrogance.
No, I'm just asking for the English viewers.
They'll survive.
All right, welcome back. You'll be fine. This is still the Lady Circle. We're having a lot of fun right here on the show. But let's say thank you to Yaz, Woodin, Onga, MTN, Yamvita. You know, when you have these sponsors on your show, there's like, oh, you people, like, oh. And you know, when you are praying, pray for the Lady Circle, because you know something, it is not easy to get these sponsors. And so thank you so much for being a part of the show and supporting us every single week. But this is where we get into Guilty, Not Guilty, where I throw it over to Sika or Cy Douglas.
That's right. This is the segment where we say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And you know, Hailie's been giving us a lot of honesty. Like Helen says, her lips are lubricated, things are coming out. So now, we know that when we ask these questions, she will give us nothing but the truth. Right, Hailie? All right. Question 1. Have you ever watched a movie and felt you could do better than the actor?
Yeah.
Even non-actors like you, eh? You know, but wait, you meet me,
Yeah.
But you know, when you get there, you realize that.
When they ask you to cry on the spot.
Yeah.
And you put water or rub under your eye.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Question number 2. Have you ever stalked an actor on social media after you adored his performance in a movie.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Kunle Remy.
Hey.
Kunle, wherever you are, your baby is looking for you.
Anita's looking for you, Kunle. Funny enough, I've been very obsessed with K-dramas.
Ooh.
Okay.
And every time I watch, right, Hailie? Every time I watch a performance for K-drama, I go and I Google them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, 안녕하세요.
They're doing good.
사랑해. Question number 3. Have you ever binged a series on Netflix because it was a guilty pleasure type of series? Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
What are you
All the
binging right
time.
now?
I am currently watching reality TV. I don't have too much time these days, and I'm also 30 plus. So I watch films and shows in 5 minutes intervals. Within 5 minutes, I've fallen asleep. So it's taken me about 6 months. I'm on episode 3 of Love is Blind, the season before the latest
Are you
one.
serious?
I'm so serious.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, and I'll make it before the year ends.
Amen.
Thank you.
Have you ever rooted for a villain in a movie? Yes.
Oh, yes.
I think that is a mark of great
Yeah.
writing. If you can turn the villain,
Yeah.
you know, for people to start loving them, that means that writing
I'm
is
always on
perfect.
Patience Ozoka's side. Yeah. Whatever she
My
decides.
perfect example for that is Lucifer. You know the series Lucifer.
Yeah.
You don't know whether you should hate or love him,
Oh,
but I love him.
Yes, absolutely. Question number 5. Have you ever been invested in a movie because it had a good-looking cast? My people, K-dramas will take you to a different
Maybe I
world.
need to start watching
You
K-dramas
have
then.
to. My daughter is
K-drama.
addicted to that.
Yeah, everybody who watches
Yeah.
K-drama says they're addicted, they're so good. I don't know whether...
exactly.
Yeah.
Because it takes you out of the world of reality into
To
this
where?
fantasy
So it's
world
pure Toli.
where you just kind of feel like, wow, if my love and my life was like that.
Nah, I'm gnashing
I
too
don't-
much
nah,
to be
yeah, I
subjecting
don't want to
myself to
frustrate
romance.
myself.
Kamsahamnida. All right, thank you so much. Hailie, did you have fun?
Okay. I had a
Listen.
lot of fun. Like she said, lubricated lips. It's because you guys made me comfortable. Usually I don't talk this much.
Okay.
So you guys are doing a good job.
Aw, thank you.
Amazing.
Shout out to us.
All right, Hailie, well, what's next? Where are you going to on the continent? Nigeria has been, your second home. Any plans of expanding your tentacles?
Yeah.
Or are you still very busy in the west part of this continent?
Oh, of course. We want to expand. We are looking to expand,
Nice.
and we're planning to expand. We have expanded before.
Aha.
Throwback to BET Awards
Amazing.
2018. I did the red carpet hosting with Foresight TV.
Wow.
That was the year Davido won, and other things. So yeah, we are looking to do a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a couple of movies coming out, so you guys should look out for that. But I had a lot of fun, and I've said a lot, so I'm done.
Mic drop.
Mic
I'm
drop.
done.
And of course, thank you so much, Hailie, for coming.
Thank you.
We're very, very, very grateful. But big thank you going out to Wearframe Poma for my outfit, giving me that extra, va-va-voom. Thank you so much, Wearframe Poma. And to Hair by Biggles for my hair and makeup as well. Thank you, darling. 6.
Well, Strand Masters on the hair, giving me the inches. We know we love the inches. The ladies love the inches.
They do.
And Cindy Blacks for my beautiful routine outfit.
All right, a big thank you to Rosie Glam for this hair unit. This dress, Miami Dia Couture.
We're back to Miami.
We're back to Miami.
Hailie, do you want to give a shout out?
look at the year we're in.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Hailie Sumney for this outfit.
Yes.
I styled myself. Makeup Moasel Beauty. My beautiful cousin and PA Esther. She's half Nigerian, half Ghanaian. She's in the audience.
Shout out, Esther.
Thank you, girl. And of course, a shout out to Senak Hair. Yeah. First choice salons for this hair, and they always giving me the hair.
Amazing stuff. Hailie, so you say this is from the closet.
Yeah.
That's what we call Miami Dia Couture. So this is from my closet. So it's for me, Miami Dia Couture.
Miami Dia Couture.
Miami Dia Couture. It's mine.
This is the point where we say goodbye, good night, see you next week.
DJ Viral, take us home. Take us home.
Take us home.
Because the brothel is getting along.
Yeah.
Hey, that was fun.
My people, show them. Oh gaga, oh yeah, don't dog. Come on, oh gaga. Everybody now. Come on, oh gaga. Everybody, oh gaga. Yeah, yeah. Akwa Ibom people, oh gaga. Go.
Yes, we dip on the bill and the show never fool. No, I never that.
That one all start in my galaxy, sing time Morgan and then Jimmy Jacks. Them say free for ladies before 11 o'clock, a blood clot, I never that. You must say mad. Yeah, let me pack up like a book up on a rock and whenever them step, see bumper a clap. JD for